All righty, guys. Happy Saturday. It sounds like yesterday in class we might have had some audio issues. So can everybody on all of our platforms on YouTube, Zoom, which is just Eric, and then on Instagram, can you guys give me a thumbs up or something and confirm that you can hear me today? Eric can hear. YouTube was the issue last time. YouTube, can you guys hear me? Somebody type in the chat. Audio is great today. So that's good news. Let me check Instagram here. All right, we got some thumbs up on Instagram too. All right, guys. So most of the folks that are following along here, many of them are regular gym members. You can see we've added these nice green boxes. So I think we have approximately 11 of them throughout the gym. And so once we finally get the green light to start some in-person classes and personal training, as you would imagine, you'll basically like live in your box for your workout. We have 3 of them over here. Every rack has one right in front of the rack, and then we have a few others down the other side of the turf. And so it'll be good. We'll be able to fit a good number of folks into the kettlebell classes. The S&C will be a little bit smaller initially because we'll just have one person per rack only, and so those will be a little bit more limited. But man, I'm excited to get started. I hope you guys are too. We still don't know when we're going to be able to get rocking and rolling with in-person classes. We were hoping that the application for the county was going to be approved and officially opened yesterday. Obviously, they've made a frustratingly last-minute decision to deny it, and I think it'll be reevaluated every week. So just fingers crossed, guys, and we'll just kind of keep this play going until further notice. So, okay, cool. All right, guys. Cool. Let me kick my shoes off, and then we'll get started with Officer Mike's favorite simple and gentle Saturday. Oh, and while I'm on the topic, and you guys see all the boxes here, so when you guys come in for classes, these will obviously be here, and basically what's going to happen is all your stuff lives in your box for the workout. So don't bring a giant ass gear bag, because that's got to be in your box too. We're not going to use the cubbies over there. So anything you've got, your water bottle, your little gym bag, your towel, your chalk that you're supposed to bring, all that lives in your little box right here. And so travel light. That way, you have enough workout space and your stuff isn't taking up all of the room in your box. So, all right, let's get started with a little joint mobility warm up here. We'll start with some cat cows. Okay, and then let's go ahead and go to our twisties. So one hand behind the head, twist down, open up to the sky. We'll do 5 on one side, and then 5 on the other. All right, after 5, go ahead and switch. A lot of pops on my back today. All right, so that should be good for those. Let's go ahead and lay down all the way on your stomach. Lay your shoelaces down on the floor. Hands are a little bit out in front of you, and press up while leaving your pelvis down on the floor. Don't let your pelvis come up. And we'll just do a few of these. All right, from there, let's go ahead and come back into a kneeling position, and we're gonna go into our Spider-Man stretch. Now remember with the Spider-Man, we make this sort of paper football shape with your hands, so my thumbs are touching like this. I get into a push-up position, and I try to step my leg forward so that my shin bone is vertical. And I'm gonna kind of open up my hips, stretch around here, front to back a little bit. All right, trade sides. All right, come on back. And what we're gonna do is do sort of our twisty stretch from that Turkish get-up position, okay? So we're gonna put one foot out to the side like this, and we're gonna stretch way up to the sky. This should feel just like one of the spots in Turkish get-up. And then we're gonna reach through the space between your knee and your hand, and then do that for a few reps. All right, go ahead and switch it up, trade sides. All right, guys, let's go and hop up to our feet. We'll just do a couple more from here. So let's start with some hip circles. All called a switch, so just kind of keep going. All right, go and trade directions. All right, good. And then let's finish up our joint mobility with just our little neck series, okay? Or just a few of the ones from the neck series. So we'll do chin to chest and then up to the sky, and we'll do 5 of each way. So start chin to chest, up to the sky, and go at your own speed for 5. All right, after your 5, shake that off, and then we'll do full-on neck circles. So you'll start with the chin to chest, do a full revolution, and go and do 3 in one direction, and then switch and match 3 the other way. Oh, hope your guys' neck sounds as gravelly as mine does. So. Mike gets to keep his accessories. He's very excited. Don't worry, this will be hopefully a short-lived process, Mike. But for a while, you get to keep your accessories in your area. All right, guys, if you need to go snag anything before we start the workout part, go ahead and do that. I left my water bottle in the other room, so I'm gonna go grab that, and then we'll get started. If you need to clear a space or get out your light bell for simple and gentle, go and do that. All righty, guys. Oh, Tim Eads is on. Pete, how you doing? All right, so we're gonna run through one of the normal, simple, and gentle Saturday circuits. Shouldn't be anything too crazy for today. And you just need the one light to medium kettlebell. Normally we have two people here. Mira has other commitments today, and so she's not going to be joining us. So I'll go first, and then basically you just match what I do right after I'm done. So we'll go and get started. The first set is going to be left-handed swings for 10 reps. And again, it's simple and gentle Saturday, so you don't need to go 10 out of 10 on the like intensity, dial today. Like you can just kind of, keep them crisp and everything like that. Don't make them slow, but you don't need to like try to, swing the thing into oblivion or anything like that. So let me get the timer started and then we'll get going. All right, left-handed swing for 10 reps here. All right, guys, your turn. Left-handed swing for 10. And then once you're done with that, we've got about 20 seconds, and then we're going to do some get-ups. And for the get-ups, again, same thing. Watch me go first, and you match what I do. We're going to do left-handed grip, and we're not going to go all the way up. We're just going to do what we call a half get-up. But we're going to do 2 in a row. Okay, so I'll start, and then you match. So we come up here and it gets steady. We come here and we get steady, and that's as high as we go. Come back down, get steady, all the way down, and then we do it again. Okay? All right, so your turn. Go and do that left-hand side, 2 in a row, exactly like I did. Nice and steady with it, no rush. Focus on good positions. All right, right-handed swings for 10. All right, guys, your turn. Right-handed for 10. And then after those righty swings, then we're going to have the righty get-ups. And if you've been following the Instagram account, we've put out a couple Turkish get-ups tips so far. So think about those as you're doing your get-ups today. All right. Here we go. Okay, remember just here, as high as we go. Down, really hit this bottom shoulder position. Don't shrug it. And then hit another. All right, your turn. Righty for 2 in a row. Make sure your wrists are straight. That's one of the tips we put out earlier this week. Got to have a straight wrist when you're doing your get-ups. All right, so next we've got two-handed swings for 10. All right, two-handed for 10 for you guys. What's that, Eric? You're counting? I didn't miss a rep, did I? I got all 10? Yes. All right, good. Normally somebody else counts for me, so gotta keep me honest. All right, guys, so next one, I'm gonna goblet squat for 5 reps, and we're gonna do a little 2 count at the bottom of each one. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, and 5. All right, your turn. Same thing. All right, 10 seconds, and then we're back to two-handed swings for 10. All right, your turn, two-handed for 10. All right, next one. Next one, we're gonna have push-ups, 5 reps with that same 2 count at the bottom, just like the squats did. 10 seconds, we'll start. One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. There you go. All right, 5 to you guys. Same 2 count at the bottom. And then we're gonna actually break for about 2 minutes after those are done. So we got break for about 2 minutes. If you need to go do anything, refill your beet juice, put seeds back in your ears or whatever, then go ahead. Oh, how are we holding up so far? Eric, you making it? Keeping track of all your reps? No comment? He's good? All right, good. It's got about another, just over 1 more minute of break, and then we're going to hit that whole thing one more time, and that'll be pretty much it. Very simple and gentle today. One other thing for in-person classes, once we get those going again, we realize that everybody has not had access to all of their usual weights. You don't have your snatch chest weight and your swing weight and your get-up weight and all that stuff. So we're just going to have to sort of use your best judgment on some exercises for a while. What will probably happen is the coach will say, all right, guys, just go grab 2 bells you're going to use today, one for your heavier exercises like swings, one for your lighter exercises like presses, and just kind of use your judgment on that. And we don't want to be in a position where people are exchanging bells a bunch throughout the class. So you're just going to kind of keep your bells right in your little box as we get back into it. Okay, speaking of getting back into it, lefty swings for 10. Here we go. All right, your turn. 10 on the left. There you go. Mike's using his 28 kilo today. Why don't you use that on the hard workouts, Mike? I feel like that's backwards. All right, we're going to do those 2 in a row, half get-ups on the left, starting 15 seconds. And again, watch your wrist position and watch your bottom shoulder. Make sure your bottom shoulder is far from your ear. So right here, think about keeping your bottom shoulder far from your ear, not like this. This is bad news. You want it far from your ear and your neck. All right, guys, your turn. 2 in a row on the left. All right, we've got right-handed swings coming up, also 10 reps. All right, your turn, ready for 10. All right, then we're gonna have the half get-ups on the right starting in just a moment. All right, guys, your turn now. Slow and steady. Keep it nice and smooth. All right, we've got two-handed swings for 10 coming up in 5 seconds. Two-handed for 10. All right, your turn, 10 reps. All right, next one, we're gonna do those goblet squats with the 2-count pause at the bottom of each goblet squat rep. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, your turn. Keep that 2 count. All right, we've got swings again, 2-handed swings, 10 reps. Whew. All right, last one is next. Oh, you guys do your swings. You guys do your swings. All right, you should be done with your 10 by now. So last one, we've got those 5 push-ups with that same 2-count pause at the bottom. Think about staying locked in your core. As you start to push upwards, don't let your chest go first and then your hips follow afterwards. Make sure it all moves at the same time. I'll face the other way this time so you guys can see. One, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, guys, same 5 to you. And then once you're done with those, have a break for a second. We might do a couple more quick stretches, but nothing too crazy. It is simple and gentle Saturday after all. A little water, if you guys need some. I don't know how I'm going to manage Mike's water breaks when this new format starts. Maybe Mike will have water bottle inspections at the start of class, where you only have that much, and that's your ration for the class for the day. All right, guys, we'll finish things up with a few stretches, and let's start with some wrist stretches. One I've been playing with a little bit that I like lately is I'm gonna take my right hand and I'm gonna grab my left wrist in such a way where my right thumb goes next to my left thumb, and I'm gonna tug on my wrist like I'm trying to separate my wrist off the rest of my arm. Not hard, like just a little bit so you feel it move. And then you fold it down and in like you're trying to make your palm touch your forearm. You guys can see that. And we get this nice stretch in the back. Now I like to also add this by straightening my elbow, and then I slightly swivel my elbow back and forth. And we get some really nice stretching on the back side of the forearm. If you're somebody who needs this, you get some good stretches there, like me. If you're already pretty mobile, you might not feel much, but whatever, you're flexible already anyway. Eric, you feel this one? I bet anybody that's at a keyboard a lot, you probably need this one. All right, shake that off. Let's do the other side. So left thumb grabs near your right thumb, kind of pull your hand off of your arm and fold it in, and then straighten your elbow. So you'll feel like your elbow is like on your own rib cage, and that your hands are down by your belt buckle. And you can swivel your right arm back and forth a little bit. If you think about it, like if you're at a keyboard a whole lot, your wrist is kind of folded the other way, just slightly, but it's folded that way like all day long, you know? And so it's good to kind of stretch it out this way a little bit. Okay, so go ahead and relax that. And then we're gonna go down on the floor for the next stretch. This is another one where some of you are gonna feel like, oh my gosh, this is a big stretch. Other people might not feel anything at all, and that's just the nature of how this sort of thing goes. This one has a few different names. The one I use for it, they would call it a beauty queen stretch. So you're gonna lay your left leg flat, your right leg goes over like this. So it's like I'm crossing my legs. And then I'm gonna take my elbow and I'm gonna try to push my knee across my body, and I'm gonna turn and look behind me. And I get a big stretch in my back when I do this. Some people also might feel this butt cheek down here. It's all good. Butt cheek in your back, combination of the two, anything like that is all good. Oh, I got to do this some more. This feels good. Hold a little bit longer. I remember back when I used to play like youth sports, we would do these ones. And back in my younger days, I was mobile enough that I could take this hand and weave it through to the outside of my other leg. I would probably break my own arm if I tried to do that right now. All right, relax, and we'll switch sides here. Okay, so your right leg goes down flat, your left leg goes over, just like this, and you're gonna take your right elbow and use it to pry. Really try to pry that back. Eric, you feeling this one too? In your butt cheek? Yeah, some people get in their butt cheek. I get it a lot in my back right now. But again, neither is necessarily right or wrong. All right, go ahead and relax there. Whew, big stretch. And we'll just finish with one more here, guys. So what we're going to do is do a little bit of a similar one to one of the first stretches, except what you're going to do here is you're going to press all the way up, and I'm going to kind of rock one side to the other. So now my pelvis is off of the ground by a little bit. At the first stretch, we tried to keep it on the ground. Now we're getting it off of the ground, and I'm going side to side, trying to lengthen my spine, make my spine as long as I can, like it's a rubber band and I'm trying to stretch it long, or like a slinky or something, you're trying to stretch it long. And the front of your hip is the main target of the stretch. And so as I put my right hip to the floor, I feel it there. And then as I put my left hip to the floor, I feel it there. All right, guys, that should be pretty good for today. Hopefully simple and gentle enough for all of you kettlebell enthusiasts out there. We will just keep you guys apprised as we hear more about reopening. It was, to be honest, it was really frustrating that they waited till like 7:30 at night on Thursday to cancel the opening that was set for Friday morning. So I feel like we didn't really get much notice. And, if that is sort of the way that this goes, then I don't know how much notice we'll get as far as when we get open. But we'll just do the best we can to keep our ears open and then immediately relay to all of you just what we hear back. Hopefully you guys can kind of envision what the gym is going to look like when you come in. And again, it'll be cozy, but it'll be enough area for you to keep, a small little bit of personal belongings, your water bottle, your chalk that you've all went out and bought, your sweat towel, stuff like that, and just keep it all in your box, and you're going to do your whole workout right there in your box. Obviously, that'll be a little different. We used to have you guys, walk down and back to catch your breath between sets. Now you got to stay in your little box. But hey, we'll at least be in the gym, and we'll be doing some stuff and swinging some bells and that sort of thing. So it should be fun. We still do have Best Gym in Portland voting going on. I don't think for that much longer, like maybe 1 or 2 more weeks. And so we'd really like to try to rally some support. Small businesses, especially here in Multnomah County, that are the last ones to open up across the state, could really use all the help that we can get. And so if we can rally enough support to get the #1 spot there, that would be awesome. And we would be very thankful to all of you for your support. So have a good day off tomorrow. And then we'll see you guys back at noon on Monday. So take care, guys. Have a good one. Thank you, Eric.